We'll do it live. We'll take a live look at the SPY. I spy it. It's right there. 392.60. I got my fingers crossed that it's going to go to 393. And if it does, we're going to go over here to the Robinhood and try to put on a credit spread. What? A what? A credit spread. I apologize. And I also apologize that at one point or at some point in the near future, I will get some sort of a better recording device. Because if you saw the crazy setup that I have, I should say elementary setup that I have, you would laugh. I have like an old school set of, the old headphones that would come with your iPhone 2, the ones with the actual cord. It has the microphone built in. That's what I'm using. That's what I'm using to record this high-tech YouTube channel, The Wealth Snowball. But we are looking at what? Maybe the 398 here. 398 call credit spread start 6 delta. I don't want too much probability of not profit today because it's basically Christmas morning for a guy like me, and I'll tell you why. Let's shuffle our way on over here. It's basically Christmas morning because it's March Madness, and today the real tournament begins. Here we go. And over the last few years, I've missed out on my favorite tournament days. My favorite tournament days are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, in that order. So the first Thursday and Friday. Today is that first Thursday, and as you can see, boiler up. You heard it here live. That Purdue will indeed win the national championship. You're joking, right, Bart? I'm not actually joking. That's where my heart is. So this is my heart bracket, right? I heart you bracket. I heart you. I wouldn't put like real money on Purdue winning it unless I got incredible odds, but they do. I mean, they have a shot. They are a 1 seed. There's 4 1 seeds in a bracket. And here's what I did. If we scroll up here, are you telling me you picked all number 1 seeds for the Final Four? You're such a scaredy cat. Well, I like to go with the odds. That's why I look at the SPY with the high probability of the profit, right? So what are we doing right now, SPY? It's trying to get up to 393. That was my goal, to put on that trade, because I'm looking to catch maybe another dollar bill right there. Will it go to 11 right before our very eyes? It definitely could. It's trying to. It is trying to go to 11 cents on the credit. There you go. Keep going. You can do it. Oh, back down. Wah, wah, wah. I do want the high probability trade today because, the rest of the day is going to be sitting on my duff. There it is, 393. I'll be sitting on my duff in the basement with the 75-inch screen television, and I will be checking it out. So let's go too wide on that. See if we can't capture 7 cents. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Why is it showing bid and ask? Did we do something wrong? It's already, come on, you can do it. Sell, call. And look, while you're monkeying around, it goes back down to 9. So what happened there? So we clicked on sell call, right? Trade the options. Let's trade the options. I love this live look-in, Bart, when you mess it up. I don't know what happened. What happened? Why is it showing 0 credit? Tell me why. Let's reboot this thing. Oh, and you know what SPY did to me yesterday? I mean, what Robinhood did to me yesterday? I ended up putting on 2 positions on the SPY. If you watched the videos, you saw that. So I had a 393 call credit spread. The sell side was a 393. And then maybe an hour later, I went in and I took a position at 392 on the sell side, 394 on the buy side. And you know what Robinhood did towards the end of the day? They automatically bought that contract closed, and they paid 6 cents per contract, so it was $30 to buy it back, and that was my credit when I first sold it. So I made zero on that trade. Now, luckily, they didn't monkey around with the other one. So I did finish at full profit on that first position, but it never got near 392. It got up to like 390. It was like 390, and Robinhood closed it for me. So thanks a lot, Robinhood. You cost me $30 bills. I could have bought a lot of chips for today's basketball watching with that money. All right, let's try this again. Let's go back into the SPY and find out what's going on here. Hey, we need to get in on this. Trade the SPY. Sell call. We want the 0-day expiration. So expiring today. We want to go to the super sweet delta of right here, 398. Let's see if we can't. It's showing no credit. I don't know what's happening. Did Robinhood shut me down for being an imbecile? Did Robinhood shut me down? Let's continue and see if it changes. I don't get it. I really don't. Call credit spread. We got the 10 and the 4 selected. Review the order. I'm looking to receive a credit. Don't you know? So we want to sell the open, the 398, and we want to buy the 400. I want a 7 credit now. Let's go back. I want that 7 credit. Let's go 3 contracts for fun. Review order. 398 sell. Buy that. Let's get $21 credit. And it filled. I don't know why it wasn't doing the math for me. You know I could barely do the math on my own Robinhood without getting the abacus out. So we put up $600, right? $600 bills, and we collected 21. Let's get the abacus out. So we got $21. We'll divide that by the $600 that was coughed up, and we end up at trying to get a 3.5% return on our collateral in 1 day's time. So let's see if that happens. In the meantime, click back on over to the SPY, and we see it's climbed up to 3. That's why I was able to get that 7-cent credit, because it is pushing up over 393 right now. As long as we don't hit 398, we'll be good to go. So we'll see. I just can't see how it's going to continue to trend up today when the news out there still isn't great. You know, you had Credit Suisse over there nearly go downtown to Chinatown yesterday. They were bailed out with a huge line of credit. And then you also had the European Union Central Bank raised rates by 50 basis points, which was a shock to the system. And yet this continues to go up. So that's why you never know. You just never know what the market's going to do. So we'll keep our eye on that. It's probably up because of the excitement of March Madness. Yeah, probably not, Bart. Yeah, probably not. But let's go back over here and see what else action we have today to work on. After being pounded for several days in a row, the market has eased up on us for now, at least. We're up $3,200 today after being down to Chinatown several days in a row with a lot of dough. So there is our credit spread, which is now $6 in red, but that's okay. That's because the SPY is climbing, and there's still plenty of time for this 1-day trade. So theta hasn't accelerated to me yet, and hopefully won't accelerate against me. So I don't know why the Amazon's not showing any statistics over here at the 86 put, because that should be very safe. Yeah, it's very safe because there is Amazon at 100. It's at 100. So we can close these 3 now just for fun. Let's just close them. We can close them right now. Buy the close for $1 a piece. Because what did we make on that? We made $210 when we sold that. And we're going to try to buy it closed for $3 because we've got 3 contracts, right? Yep, 3 contracts. Go back. You only got 1 on the board. Let's go 3 for $1 a piece. So $3 will release $25,800 in collateral. Let's see if we can't get that filled right there. Okay, we close those out. Is there any other collateral we would like to release? Release the hounds, I say. Let's see, the ABV 147 put should be real safe. Yep, it's at 154.60 on the ABV, but look at the implied volatility must still be there because it's between 5 cents and 7 cents, which would be between $5 and $7 for me to close it right here and right now. And what did we make when so it was $113. You can't cough up $6. I probably can. I could probably cough up $6 because if you take six, so we would make, well, the math should be there, shouldn't it? The math should be there. There it is. There's the math. So total return, we're at almost 95% total return. And then it's one contract, so we can release $14,700 because, we'd add those 2 zeros on the end of that. $14,700 bills. Let's try the 05. You cheapskate. Let's see if we can close it for $5. And then, it'd be nice just to, keep that extra dollar in my pocket, pay for some of the chips that I just bought at Meijer. I thought you were on a diet. Well, today, calories don't count on the opening day of March the Madness. In fact, funny story about March Madness, dating all the way back to 6th grade. That was way back in the 80s, wasn't it? Yeah, it was way back in the 80s, 6th grade. Mama, I don't feel good. I convinced my mom that I was sick. I stayed home and watched basketball all day. Yeehaw! And then I later confessed, like a sap, I later confessed to that little white lie. And then, believe it or not, this is how sweet my mother is. Believe it or not, from then on, the rest of my middle school and high school career, she allowed me to pick one of those 2 opening days, either Thursday or Friday, to miss school and watch basketball. No wonder you flunked out of college. You didn't get your basic education. So thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. In fact, I saw my lovable mother today when I was dropping kid 3 off at school. She is 75 years old, but she went back to work part-time at the school. She's a teacher's aide. So isn't that fun? She's, she's like a 50-year-old, 75-year-old, I'll tell you that. But I saw her just as I dropped Deuce off, a.k.a. Bart the Second, a.k.a. Kid 3. I saw my mother walking in, and I was able to say, hi, I love you, see you later. So that was nice. Where are you going with this? Oh, yeah, I was telling you about the March Madness. So from then on, she allowed me to pick one of those opening days every year through my high school career to take the day off and watch basketball. I've basically repeated it ever since. Now, my boss has given me the day off both days, Thursday and Friday, my whole adult life because, well, my boss is me. That's a good boss sometimes. Sometimes it's a terrible boss. But what else are we looking at? These should be good to go. These Blackstone puts, we had 5 on the table, right? So 5 $75 puts, and Blackstone's at 88. And just as like a safeguard against some craziness going on in the market, some flash crash or anything like that, should we close these? Because it would be between $5 and $11 a contract, 5 contracts. I mean, even if we put in 8 cents, right, on 5 contracts, it'd be $40. And I know we raked a bunch of cash on this when we put it on the board. Yeah, right there. $580 we took into our sweet little hands, and we would pay $40 of that. So we'd still walk with $540, and we would walk right now. So let's see if we can do that. Let's walk away. And then what would be the math? 7,500. 75. I know it'll do the math for me. I know that, but it's more fun to pull up the Abacus. 7,500 times 5. It would release $37,500 in collateral. So let's see if we can't close this position right now. 5 contracts, release the $37,500, and it did. There we go. How about that? You're a little British today. I actually am a little British. After we did the DNA testing, what was that called? Whatever that one service is, where they send you these little vials, and you put a little saliva in there, and you wrap it up. Ancestry.com, something like that. Sent it off, and it came back. I was super Irish and Scottish, and also English. Then I heard my son. This was years ago. I heard my son that he was playing Fortnite online and talking to one of his buddies, and I heard him say, "Did you know I was English? Hello." And I just thought that was so funny. Because you're easily amused? Yes, that's why. Easily amused. Okay, let's go on down the road. You know what? Let's go back to this AbbVie. Quit being stingy. Close that thing off right now. You know what? If we leave it though, it could close on its own. It could close on its own for $5, and that'd be an extra dollar bill. But what happens if the market crashes in the meantime? Well, AbbVie is pretty safe, and it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, and it's a long way from the 154.76 to the 147. So I'm just gonna roll the dice on that dot. No, I'm not. You're just like schizophrenic a little bit. Let's just get it off the board right now. What do you think? Not enough shares. So it had already closed. Did it already close, I tell you? Or is it just saying, let's do this. Do this. See if AbbVie is still up there on the pending order board. It is. So let's go back to that. Okay, that's what you need to do. You got to cancel and replace it, Bart. You know that. Excuse me while I sip my hot coffee. My wife got me the greatest Christmas gift. It's called an Ember, and it is a battery-operated heated coffee cup. Because she got tired of hearing the microwave door open and close 20 times a day. Because I like to drink a lot of coffee. I like to sip the coffee. What is happening with the AbbVie? What are you doing here? I'm confusing myself because I can't talk. And where's the 147 call? Put right there. So open that. I can't talk and think at the same time. I can't talk and I bet we can get that $5 right now. What do you think? Let's try to get that $5. Let's get that dollar bill back. Sometimes it just pays for me to babble on to you. No, still not filling, Bart. Well, now you've made me upset, Robin Hood. So I'm leaving it while I move to the next one. I'm leaving it. So I like to drink so much coffee, black coffee, like my coffee, like I like my women. Oh boy, there you go again. With your dad jokes. Some guy commented that he really likes the content, even though he has to suffer through the corny dad jokes. That was, basically spot on. Corny Jokes is my middle name. So here we go. This was one of our Premium Hunter episodes, was Domino's Pizza, and we collected $295, and 294 would be in our pocket. Why does it say 0 to 15 though on the credit? How can I close this? Let's see. What would I have to do to close it? Can I close it at $5 and then keep all the rest of the money? It's not even saying if I have a medium chance or not. Let's just try to close it and release $28,500 in collateral for $5 bills. Because what is Domino's trading at now? It's at 316, so high likelihood that it will not retreat to 285. But we don't know. We really don't. I really want to close this for you now because I'd like to take the rest of the day to watch basketball. Wanted to clean this thing up before we went down and watched the basketball. Let's go to $8. What does it say? Because you're typing in the wrong thing, Bart. That's why. It's 1 to $8 bills and get it closed right here and right now. What is even happening? Robin Hood, is it glitchy or is it me? Is it me you're looking for? Oh, did it try to... maybe I can't do 8 cents. Is that what it is? That must be what it is. Yeah. Oh, just read it. That's all, Bart. 5-cent increments. Fine. I'm going for 10. Are you serious, man? Let's go to 10 and let's get it closed right now. So what would we pocket? we would pocket $285 into our pocket. That pays for more than the grocery store visit I had, and there was 4 bottles of wines in that order. you're you're lush. Well, it's wine drinking Thursday, isn't it? You can't enjoy the comforts of your 75-inch screen television and March Madness and all the recordings I'm going to have piling up on the DVR. Still have World Baseball Classic to catch up on. Never did watch the USA versus Canada, so do not tell me what happened. So we did get that filled. We released $28,500 in collateral. Cost us $10 bills. All the rest was profit. So what else you got? Is AbbVie still up there being stubborn? It is. We'll leave it another second. These Bank of America calls, I don't know why would it be? So it's $1 a contract, I guess they're telling me. To close it, there's 0 chance. You shouldn't say 0, or I'll click on that signature bank video of yours. That's a threat. That is an actual psychological threat. I was about to say there's 0 chance of Bank of America going downtown to Chinatown, or up to Chinatown right now, uptown to Uptown Girl, $35 a share. So we'll leave that on the table for now, because I won't be able to get any action right now at a 35 call. What am I at? Where am I on Bank of America? I think it's, 33.90 is my average cost. So you can see my market value is down $5,000. That's not good. It isn't. Not good at all, but it'll be fine. Bank of America will be back. It'll be back in the saddle again. But, and look at our buying power back up over 2 milli. We like that in case we need to buy some stuff. The Devon calls at 97%. I don't even know what Devon's doing today. Is it making any moves? It's up just a few cents from where you bought it yesterday. I did buy 100 shares yesterday, knowing, don't you act like you know what you're talking about. In my mind, I do, though, knowing that it's going to go up. Oh, I'm rambling on for a long time here. This is a long video, so let's do this. Let me cut it off here, collect my thoughts, come back and decide what we're going to do with the rest of all these 317 expirations. Are we going to let them ride? Are we going to close them out so that I can enjoy the rest of today and tomorrow watching basketball? So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you are indeed a subscriber. Click on that like button, hit the notification bell, leave me a lovable comment, and I'll see you in the next video.